Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Hyperion-Blue-GT champion, and looks like I'm about to bring out this Volkswagen Samba Bus Type 2 in Gran Turismo Sport. Well, looks like this car definitely turns out to be classic, but it also has that speed rate could definitely turns out very slow. Very groovy for this 1960s Samba Bus. Well, definitely the horsepower is 33, but this might be quite good for it, but it takes a slow time to see how fast can it take it to it. Well, maybe let's just say just giving a little driving experience. So the car class starts out as an N100. Max speed is none. Well, that was definitely the first vehicle was been shown here for the 0.0 max speed performance for it. But anyway, let's just go and see what happens if the Volkswagen Samba Bus could probably race. Well, probably might have to say this. Let's just go on over to take on to Scuba Circuit, and let's see what happens if this is going to be quite good enough to speed it up for it. Well, probably most other previous models for it, well, definitely fast cars could probably beat the Samba Bus, so piece of cake. So, looks like let's see what happens if I could probably use this Samba Bus for it. Well, it also introduced to Gran Turismo 5 ever since in 2010. The Volkswagen Samba Bus was definitely everyone's favorite. Well, if you're actually a hippie person, well, definitely that was in the 60s for it. That's why hippie peoples always love this vehicle, just giving a little groove in the piece for it. Now, let's give it a little drive on the Super Circuit. Well, probably the interior view was definitely quite the same thing for it, but it also extends a lot of passengers in it. Alright, well, I can't see it on the whole steering wheel, but I'm just trying to check on the view. Well, definitely somehow I'm just really wanted to drive like this one without taking a look on the steering wheel. Well, I also seen it here on the driver's hand. So, looks like this is going to be one big difficult to drive slow, and well, I kind of think this car is quite good to drive around safe in corners. Maybe perhaps there's some other two types of Volkswagen classic vehicles. Definitely in 1945, well, probably it is two Volkswagen vehicles was used in the 1940s during World War II. Well, definitely these two cars are definitely historic, but it also drives very slow, just like the Samba Bus as well. Alright, well, probably just giving a little 3-lap race. Well, I know this is quite driving slow, but maybe I should probably have to be able to do one big race to see how fast the Samba Bus can go. But, well, if the spectators believe that slower cars seem to be almost look like a snail for it. But everybody loves this car. But it doesn't have a hood view in it, but it also contains for the interior view to switch in. Well, definitely I starts out in last place. Whoopee. Slow car just goes in last. Well, maybe this is quite getting a little bit more like durable turn, but with the exception of the brake whenever you really want to go for it, or maybe decelerate while you can. Just wanted to be sure that this classic bus will also give some free handling without breaking it. Well, this one's definitely classic, although. But it was probably being seen here in the Midship Challenge. Well, this drivetrain is RR. It almost looks like an MR drivetrain vehicle in it. Well, I know how you guys think that this Volkswagen drives slow. I just want to see how it feels to speeds up in almost about 50 miles. Well, probably it is. Maybe I should probably have to give a little upgrade on that Samba Bus to see how it goes. Well, I know this is very difficult to catch up with the other cars for it, but I know this takes a lot of time for it. Probably giving a little limit of 5 minutes while driving this Volkswagen. Just trying to have to drive peace. That's what the people said. Just relax in the groove, man. Well, probably there was a different version like the Volkswagen Samba Bus for it. Well, definitely the BF Surfer, but also appears in GTA 5. Well, it almost looked like a Volkswagen Samba Bus to me. Well, I just remember I played it in GTA Online, but definitely the membership plus has expired, so I'll be able to go back in. But there is a different Valiant design. What's also seen here in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas was been owned by the man named The Truth. Well, I kind of think that The Truth was a very good inspiring character for it. Well, he helps Carl Johnson to go and burn all the weeds and head on over to San Fierro. Well, definitely The Truth is quite a good guy, by the way. Just giving a little truthful ways to never trust the system before opening scenes here when they come back into Los Santos. Well, I kind of watched this GTA series videos because there was a lot of best in game sports. So, looks like one last stretch and definitely finish line comes in last place. Yay! Well, looks like the rest has been finally comes up to reach in all precisions, and looks like that's how it starts out in last place. Just drive slow. Well, I kinda think that could contain to earn with some clean race bonus. So definitely, I just wanted to be sure to upgrade it to make it possibly. So I'll be able to add upgrade to use on mileage points. So let's just say this will also exactly up to almost 100 horsepower for it. I just want to see if this is going to work for it. So time for a little test drive to go fast and see how it goes. Well, obviously the Samba Bus was actually in it. So, looks like let's go again and let's see what it feels to giving a little more adjustment speed. Well, look at that. I kind of think this is quite good to put some racing super soft tires. Well, I guess this might be quite good for it. Now, I wonder if this is gonna be. Oh man! Oh man! I just tipped off by having a two-wheel drive. I cannot see that coming. Well, probably it didn't respawn back in. Well, in case you didn't see that one. Well, in any case, time for a little That's Gonna Leave a Mark replay. This might be quite good to see it. This is quite getting hilarious, of course. Well, maybe let's just see what happens if this is going to be quite good to reach on the full right turn. Okay, well, I'll be able to stick on the third person view. So, looks like I'm about to see the hilarious part to take on the first turn, tipping off by having two wheels. That would be quite hilarious, but it also takes a lot of shocking moments while racing. Alright, second lap, let's keep on rolling. Oh, well, in that case, suspension is definitely quite getting a little bounced up for it. Well, in any case, almost 100 horsepower to gain a lot of strong speed to catch up any 100N cars. I'll make sure I'll have to keep it nice and tight. Well, I kind of think this car is getting a little rough bounce. Well, it also has other appearances featuring the Volkswagen Samba Bus. Well, there's only one in Driver 2. The classic game in 2000 was originally released on the PlayStation 1. Yep, they also seen it in Havana, Cuba. But classic rides like this one does also have that beige color in it. Alright, coming on in the final lap. This is it. Well, happen you noticed that this might be giving the right time to see the replay. Well, this is going to be a little bit more hilarious to see how it looks. Alright, beat that Renault Sport, stay in second. Now, onward over to the RX-7. Well, good thing this is quite giving it a good upgrade to use the mileage points. But I just spent on 3 levels on power limiters, and looks like the fully upgraded Samba Bus goes in the lead. That's more like it. Just learn to drive peace, man. Just give it a chance to relax and feel the groove of your driving skills. Well, probably I'm just giving a little peace talk at, well, definitely like a hippie person for it, but I'm just a normal person, by the way. Just doing any kinds of good stuff to be in it. So in the meantime, when the Volkswagen Samba Bus Type 2 1962 is been fully upgraded in 3 levels by using power, well, definitely this is quite good to use for M100 car categories to race. So in the meantime, the good news is I finally got in first place, and thank you, upgrade Samba Bus. Well, maybe in case that you really want to see this replay, I'll be able to be sure, because this might be the good spot for it. Huh. Okay, well, this might be good for it. Rather than the hood view in it, but this one doesn't have the hood in it. So, looks like this is going to be the most hilarious thing for it. Oh, scratched out like that one. Now, let's see on the replay footage. This is going to be good. Oh, man, that's going to leave a mark. Well, maybe I'll just really want to have to keep this on the replay. Well, that was quite definitely comedy gold for this one. So, looks like time to go on over to race on the next track. Well, time to do Tokyo Expressway. To drive all around in the morning. this will be quite good for it. So, definitely most of you GT players drive that Samba Bus. Well, it also drives a lot of good standard horsepower to reach it up to the max, but maybe you have to do this very carefully. Don't steer left or right too much. It'll go automatically tipped up by having a two-wheel drive for it. Well, in case if you really want to do a two-wheel drive stunt, this might be the hard place to perform. So, looks like it's time for a little race on Tokyo Expressway. Now, probably this time TCS 0 will be going right-handed to it. Driving 3 laps in Tokyo Expressway. Good thing Racing Super Soft Tires was installed. This might be very easy to drive very fast for it, with especially the Racing Super Soft Tires installed for it. Well, maybe I should probably have to change the transmission here, but this one only has 4 speed in it. But I'll be able to be sure to catch up all the cars whenever I can. With the exceed limit, of course. Well, I just wanted to see for a little driving test. Okay, past that 2000 GT, giving a little clean overtake. Well, maybe other fast cars think that this car is quite very slow, but it also needs a little add of a transmission here. Just giving a little clean dive in. Alright, climb up over there on the small ramp. Going on over to the downhill section on the dirt tunnel. Well, I kind of think this is definitely over exaggerated to take on the top speed range of 75 miles per hour, but this could be very easy to drive up hills to beat the standard fast cars. Now I'll be able to squeeze tight in on the Mazda Atenza. Well, looks like 10th place. I'm still going in for it. Now on over to second lap, trying to go and catch up for it. Now past that Alpine A110 1600S and probably the Alfa Romeo Mito. Well, far out driving on tunnels. Alright, looks like this is going to take a lot of paces to catch up with. So, looks like the other twos are really getting forward. But not just a chance for it. Oh, looks like the other last 2 cars just definitely caught up behind. Well, I kind of see it on the top right of the map. Okay, well, some other drivers think that it also drives like a grandpa, but it also takes a lot of slow paces for exaggerated moments. Well, maybe I should probably have to add a fully customizable transmission in the next round. Just want to be sure. 4-speed transmission gives a lot of slow time for it. Okay, climb up here on that corner, beat that Toyota A6 GRM. Oh man, looks like this is on a rush. Well, definitely a little rush speed for it. I'll just have to be sure for it. Okay, 4 more cars left. Okay, gotta keep my eyes on the prize. First place to drive on that slower car means this will give something very much harder it looks. Alright. So, looks like this is gonna get very rough on this one. Well, probably the Toyota 2000 GT doesn't like to see how my driving skills to get very slow for it. Just giving a little freestyle. Alright, come on, just try and catch up for it. Man, kind of think this is quite very challenging for it. Well, also, maybe I should probably have to save this up to be in 5th place. Well, just giving a little chance of luck for it. Ah, so close to reaching 4th place. Well, maybe I should probably have to change the gears whenever I had to do it. So, looks like 5th place earnings goes in, and I'll be able to check on over to switch the course for the next round. So definitely time for a little peace drive on Blue Moon Bay Speedway in Field A. But definitely the dawn daybreak will giving a little sunrise to rise up a piece. Yeah. Maybe we do need to make peace to each other. Well, looks like, well, probably in the 1960s that hippie peoples always comes to the festival and celebrated for living up the groovin' traditions. Maybe that's quite be good for the classic popular band. Alright, well, let's just change the gears. But probably this time, I'll be able to go and exceed for the top speed. Maybe 106 miles could be quite excellent. I'll just have to be sure, so I could probably adjust the LSD in it. But probably there are no aerodynamics for this car, but probably this will be, turns out to be. Okay, let's start and let's do it on the 3rd round. Well, good thing I just put the 5th gear installed. Just want to make sure this one's gonna get very fast for it. Well, probably when putting the fully customizable transmission installed, it will also reduce the 2-wheel drive. Well, probably 2-wheel drive timbering fall off. That would be quite very durable to keep it well maintained for it. I might be sure for it, well, without the fully customizable transmission, well, it also goes flipping up like 10 timbering down the tree. Probably just like lumberjack style. Okay, this is definitely the hard part. Well, see the handling turns out to be. No two-wheel drive. Able to be. No, I kind of think I was wrong about it. Well, it always gets a little jumping on the edge. I'm just trying to be sure for it. I just don't want to tip up with two-wheel drive for it. That'll be able to cause a little race for it. Probably just like classic FIA racing. Well, probably it is. It also gives a little historic race time for it. There you go. Keep this Hippy bus car going. Nope, I don't care about tipping up for it. Well, I kind of think this car is good for a little moderate speed to catch up with some other M100 cars with. But eventually, M1000 cars like the hypercars, well, hypercars think that the Samba Bus is too easy to take it head on to overtake. But this might be quite very difficult, just like the massive. Oh man, I cannot believe it. Oh man, that was barely kept up. I never believed I was wrong all the time. Man, this is crazy ride for this Volkswagen. Alright, now let's just keep focused to catch up the last two. This one is gonna be one big simple hard for it. Final lap is going on the way until the end of the second lap. Well, I drive like a classic race car driver. Oh man, there it goes again. There it goes again. Alright, well, definitely I had to. Nope. Well, I also see the speed meter. Definitely it also shows one at least. Nope, I don't think so. I don't want to fall off for it. Man, I kind of think that was crazy for using this Volkswagen. Well, I'm just always really giving a joyride for it. But I had to be sure to avoid getting caught up. Not like spinning off the track, definitely just giving a little off balance. Alright. Now time to go and catch it up and beat this Red RCC. And oh man, that's close. That was man, that is very close. I almost had it, and then that one tipped up, but no one didn't see it. Man, that was very crazy race for this segment. I really need to get used to mastering this Samba Bus without falling off for it. So in the meantime, that ends up in third place. Well, it kind of looks a bit. This is quite very extreme vehicle, but very slow. But it also contains the max speed it up for a bit. Whenever it's too much max speed while taking a turn, it'll definitely fall off by having a little rollover. I might have to say this one, folks. Driving the Samba Bus is very difficult to handle it. So, looks like time to go and get ready to take on the final track for using the Volkswagen. But I might have to say, let's just give it a little sunrise to take 3 laps for it. Well, probably just going on over to Dragon Trail Gardens for the last round. But I just want to see how stability can handle to take on for it. So, looks like that's it. One more race, and this Samba Bus is going to be on its most popular hint. Well, probably good thing specific corners would be good for the Samba Bus to race on the Dragon Trail Gardens. It also has a tip-top rollover free. Just wanted to be sure that this Hippy Bus will also need a little more time. But in the meantime, just giving a little take it slow, make it happen. Okay, looks like the rest of the cars going in, but definitely this corner is gonna be a tip-top zone. I had to be able to avoid it. So, in that case, this might be quite very easy to drive around on this corner for the Samba Bus. Well, it's definitely the Hippy cars are quite very standard slow race. With putting racing super soft tires installed, this would be quite very challenging for all of us whenever we really need to do online races. Well, there are some other figures using the Samba Bus. Could definitely crud. Well, I was wrong yet again because it also easily roll over off of it, but it also grabs the team to lift it back up and in driving position. But in the meantime, this will also take it nice and easy to be more gentle for the car. Ouch. Okay, putting on the drive up third. Second lap, going in for it. Well, guess it also took 7 minutes until whenever I'm finishing the daily workout. Past that Toyota 86 goes in, bringing me to 4th place. Okay, steady, steady. Hope the car balance might be quite come back in handy. Alright, looks like this corner could be quite very easy for it, but not too easy, but it's very hard to drive wide open turns whenever the Samba Bus falls off and causes a rollover. But I know that this is quite very gentle vehicle, but it takes balance to master it. Try to maintain the balance of the car while taking the turn. This is definitely quite giving a little more exact lesson for driving techniques. Final lap and time to bring this Hippy vehicle into the finish line. Moving on and drive it smooth. Well, looks like this is definitely going in for the rest of the drivers. That'll make sure that they need to learn in time for peace and love for racing. It's going best for simple competition to take a little more Ruben's way to master any corner before it. Glad this fifth gear transmission does come in handy. But maybe I should already have another Volkswagen Samba Bus. This is quite very good to use with. Oh snap. Yeah, yet again. Maybe I should probably have to be specifically careful. That causes the other car to go past in. Alright, time to put me back up in first place. Well, that's better. So, looks like almost there. It just takes some few corners left. Then the flying corner and... Oh, no, not again. Not this again. Well, that's definitely getting a little car roll over a few times while during this race. It's quite very hard with its technique, but you might be able to drive well balanced things whenever you really want to reduce the weight reduction to go back to normal, or giving a little heavy turn to increase some heavy weight, so you might no longer need it by having a lot of... Okay, well, I kind of think I just definitely pull off the two-wheel drive. This is definitely quite very hard to perform a two-wheel drive with using the Volkswagen Samba Bus. So, that's definitely first place on the clock. That means the Hippy vehicle comes the winner. Well, I kind of think this is quite very difficult to drive hard. So, I'll make sure I'll be using the other one with the black top in it. Let's exit out and pick a car for the daily workout. I bet this is going to be quite good for it. F-150 Raptor, Group 1 and Group 3, and looks like another Ford Focus. Definitely quite good on the list for it. So probably I might have to go spend on the mileage exchange. I'll be able to go and purchase 3 colors at once. It takes a while to load. Well, in the meantime, I'll just have to load up, and so I'll save this clip for a few moments. Hang on, folks. Alright, looks like finally got it rebooted and back on to the second part of it. Well, maybe I'll be able to choose the last 3 colors to be picked out with. So let's just go in P9 Candy Metallic, purple one, large flakes, And even so, maybe the B5 small flakes might be coming handy for it. So I just add another clip to be sure, don't want to waste a lot of time for it. So definitely the Volkswagen Samba Bus Type 2 1962 was definitely the most slowest car in Gran Turismo series. Probably it also introducing Gran Turismo 5 in 2010. But now in GT Sport after Gran Turismo 6, this old 1960s bus could probably giving a little customizable design for it. Well, maybe I just already got the same car but a different color version, by the way. See, this one has the black version of it, but this one is quite official with white style in it on a hard rooftop in it. But probably might be good to use as a Total Drama fan art library for, well, maybe someone else who has a Total Drama OC who is being hippie at all for it. Well, maybe I'll just have to figure it out to come up any ideas soon for it. But this is definitely a groovin' hippie car, by the way. So, hope you enjoyed this groovy video. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to click like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. Check it out on Hyperion-Blue-GT.deviantart.com, and also my wiki fandom on the second link below in the description in case you're interested to take a look on some latest articles, including Vision Total Drama fan art design as well. Definitely, I just make an ultimate Total Drama fan art as a project group. So, thank you very much, have a great day, and I'll see you guys next time to do some race in Gran Turismo Sport, and have a good day. Peace, y'all.